Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we're going to talk about the Springfield XDm Compact 9mm. The pistol you see in front of you is my Springfield XDm 9mm. I bought it a little over a decade ago. It was actually my first concealed carry pistol that I had, and I carried it for 5 years, probably 6 years maybe. And then I swapped over to my Glock 19 Gen 4. Now, when I bought this, it was released in mid-2008, and I probably bought it in 2010, 2011, probably 2011. So a couple of years after it had been released, I bought this one used. I believe it was $5.25. I got it in the original box with the holster and the magazines and all the good stuff it came from Springfield. I knew nothing about the gun itself. A little bit of online research. I liked it. I bought it. I enjoyed it. So I have shot this gun a whole bunch. It was my first 9mm. It was my only 9mm for a number of years. So I shot this thing, and I shot it and carried it, and I really liked it. It was always a good pistol to me. Now, later on in life, I began to hear about the, hate that the XD series has. It may be the internet's most hated pistol, is the XD series. Some of that's for good reason, and I'll give them that. We're going to go over a quick review on the gun, talk about my feelings on it, my thoughts. I'll let you know about the failures, and yeah, we'll kind of just go over there. So, basic features of the gun itself. It is 3.8-inch barrel. The overall length of it is 7 inches. The height is 4.75 inches. It weighs 27.5 ounces, and then it does boast a 13-round magazine, which is the shorty here, or you can get a 19-round magazine. So, a couple of decent-sized magazines for it. It does have a grip safety, which a lot of people do not like, but it's got it. So, grip safety there. Magazine release is ambidextrous on both sides. Slide lock is only on the left. Takedown lever is only on the left. Decent undercut. A little bit of texture on the front of the grip, and also a rail for lights, lasers, accessories, like that. The slide on it does boast front and rear serrations. It does have a very basic set of 3-dot sights, just regular sights, no night sights, nothing like that. It does have a loaded chamber indicator on top, and then, like I said, the magazine release is ambidextrous. It's decent size. I added these Pierce grip extensions to it. It's a decent size. My hands fit it well. I've had no problems there. And let's see. So, magazine's empty, obviously. Chamber's empty. Now, it does have a grip safety, so if we're going to check out the trigger, you got to make sure you have that grip safety depressed. Also does have a trigger safety, so you have that. And you get this creep. Decent size, decent length of pull there on your wall. And it's got a pretty nice break. Reset on it is a little bit long, pretty tactile. So, it's really not a bad trigger, especially when you compare it to like a stock Glock. It's definitely better than that. The XDM, the M in there stands for match grade, so it does have a match grade barrel. Now, the gun itself is not actually, a US-made gun. It's actually a Croatian-made gun. I believe it is the HS2000 that Springfield has rebadged to the XDM and imported here. Now, it does say made in Croatia on the grip here, while also saying Springfield Armory, all that usual stuff on the top of the slide as well. You can see the Springfield logo that does say Croatia. So, I don't know if people were led to believe that these were US-made pistols or Springfield advertised them as such, but they're not. They're imported from Croatia. So we've talked about the specs. We've kind of gone over the gun itself, and it's always been good to me. I've got probably 3,000 rounds through it, maybe 4,000 rounds through it. I shot it a lot. Like I said, it was my only 9mm for a very long time. And I shot it, and I cleaned it, maintained it, and I really enjoyed it. And the gun itself is built very simple. So, magazine out, lock the slide back, just take this little lever here, flip it up, release your slide lock, and it comes apart. So, you don't have to pull the trigger, you don't have to do anything like that. So, it's a pretty safe pistol to disassemble and take down. And you can see the wonderful match grade barrel. Ooh. And everything in there is just pretty normal pistol. So, pretty easy to maintain, pretty easy to take care of. Like I said, I have shot it for many years, and I have had zero problems with it. Now, as I got older and started to delve more into the gun world, I discovered a lot of people don't like the XD series. Now, I personally have had no failures with this gun that I have ever induced. The only failure that I can think of, a friend of the family was shooting at one time with me, and we were shooting some steel ammo, some cheap Blazer or steel case ammo or something, and He shot it. It sounded kind of weird. Then it jammed. Okay. Took the mag out. No, looks fine. Put the mag back in, tried to rack it, and what had happened was we actually had a squib load, and the round got stuck in the chamber right about here. So I couldn't actually chamber the next round, thankfully. So I was able to take it home. It popped out very easy, no big deal. But that's the only failure that I have had on this gun in over 10 years of ownership. We did talk about the weight of this thing earlier, and we said it's 27.5 ounces. And Glock 19 Gen 4, in the same condition as this with an empty magazine, is 23.63 ounces. So it's a 4-ounce difference, and that makes a big difference. So part of the reason I stopped carrying this gun was it was getting heavy, and I just kind of got tired of it, and I bought the Glock 19 Gen 4, and I've been carrying it ever since, and it's been really solid. And during that time frame is when I started to hear about some of the issues with it, and I'll read you a little blurb here that somebody had put up online that I was doing some reading on, just to give you a sense of some of the failures of this gun. The little blurb says, I keep track of failures in all classes. Currently, the XD reigns supreme with 19 over the past 4 years. This accounts for any failure that could not be remediated by immediate or remedial actions. Examples include grip safety failing to reset, grip safety failing to engage, broken guide rod, broken striker, fractured chamber wall, fractured striker face wall, cracked slide, trigger shoe failure, and on and on. And XD covers the XD, XD Mod 2, XDS, and the XDM. Not a great track record. If you've had experiences with the XDMs, or the XDS, or the XD series, drop it in the comments. Let's talk about it. Don't be a dick about it, but let's talk about it. Yeah, so my personal experience is I've enjoyed this gun. I shoot well with it. Kind of made me think that I was actually a good pistol shot when I'm just an okay pistol shot. So they lied to me there. But yeah, it's been a great gun to me so far. I've really haven't had any issues with it, and I've cared for it and shot it and just maintained it, and it's been a great gun to me. I couldn't have asked for a better 9mm, it seemed like, to start. So that is my experience with the Springfield XDM. If you've got something different, drop it in the comments. Let's talk about it. But like I said, it's been good. I have no real complaints on it. The grip texture's got weird angles and weird things like that, just to, what they claim was like all weather, all angle grip. You're always good there. You can put a laser or light on the front. It's got a good grip. The sights, while being very basic, they worked very well. I've always shot good with it. I've always been very accurate with it. So that's kind of my quick overview and my thoughts on one of the most hated guns on the internet. So like I said, drop something in the comments. Let's talk about it, see what you guys think of it. Maybe not the greatest pistol in the world, but they're still out there. You can buy the new ones. You can buy used ones. They're out there. I would go more for a Glock or a Smith & Wesson or something like that if it was me now. But for now, it's a piece of my collection, and that's where it's going to stay. And I'll take it out and shoot it here and there and enjoy it. Other than that, thanks so much for watching. Like, share, subscribe. We'll see you on the next video. Thank you.